Well, I know it's been a while, but I finally am gonna update on this diesel swap Cub I've been working on. Just had a lot of things happen around the house and all that. Vehicles breaking, haven't gotten a chance to work on it. I know it looks like it improved because the tires are on it, but that's literally all that happened. I just put the tires on it and rolled it out so I can work on it. Issue I'm having now, I'm actually at the point of drilling the holes and mounting the motor. But from me welding on it, it's hard to see, but there's a big drop off and a bead of weld pretty much right in line on both sides where these ears have to mount. So I'm going to have to grind it flat and put more metal in there so I have something good to drill into to mount the motor. Once that's mounted, then I can clean up the frame and paint it. Paint the motor, because I don't really want to be pulling it in and out a bunch more times working on this. So that's going to be the game plan today, is to try and get this motor mounted. Okay, I ground this down on both sides here. And I think what I'm going to try and do is take some of this plate. I'm going to lay it next to the weld right here and weld it in on both sides. It's like, I don't know, 1/8 inch or something. That's about how much the frame rail is. So I think when I grind it down, you know, laid along here, it'll level this out. I can just grind the weld down on both sides. Over here it'll work back here, but up front there's kind of nothing. And the one bolt hangs out like right here. I had this notch because of the steering shaft coming through, and then for the oil fill and the oil filter and everything. So that'll be the next thing to engineer, but at least I can get 3 of the 4 bolts taken care of here pretty quickly. Well, I have that leveled out now, so now it has a more level area to bolt to. I made myself a whatchamacallit here, template, got the word. I put the Permatex gasket sealant stuff on the bottom, the high tack, to mark it. That's at the engine on top, and got where the bolts, you know, the bolt holes line up, trimmed around it, marked the right front, and then I marked the tractor there. It's kind of hard to see, it's on there with Sharpie. But that is how the engine will lay in there now. Oops, a little farther up. And that's how it'll be. So I can drill the holes and see where they land and see if I need to add any more metal in to stabilize the motor. Here I have the 2, I guess you call it passenger side holes drilled. Pretty much they ended up being in the area I filled with weld anyway, but it'll be good enough. Over here it didn't really need much. The bolt's gonna land right about there. So I just kind of filled in some weld, made a little ear, and I'm just gonna drill through that. Still have to figure out what I'm gonna do up here yet. But I just gotta drill that hole. Use my little template here. The bolts go through it. And I can just drill through the 2 holes I drew there. And everything should line up. Okay, I have all 4 holes drilled. See there, I just extended it out with weld a little bit. Here I put another little piece of metal on, welded it, ground it flat, and then drilled the hole. I'm gonna have to clearance them a little bigger. They don't quite line up. The template probably shifted a little bit. I can get like 2 bolts in either side, but they don't quite line up across. But it's good enough to put the motor in and see if this thing shakes itself to pieces when you start it or not. it actually runs, moves, and works. It's good to know the transmission works, because up to this point, because I never had this thing running with the gas motor in it, there was really no proof the trans worked. That'd have been a nice surprise after all this, not even have the transmission work. So now, gotta take the motor back out. I'm gonna clean all this business up here and paint it, and I'll paint the tins on the motor so I can put the motor in for good. I'm gonna paint the drive shaft too. So I'm gonna take it apart again. Hopefully that'll be the last time the motor has to go in and out for a long time. I'll work about painting the back of the tractor later. So yeah, next time you see me working on it, I'll be taking it apart and making it all pretty. Thanks for watching.